The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Central Kentucky high school basketball starts now.
Happy Wednesday night from Tates Creek High School, ready for Frederick Douglass, the visiting Stallions against the Tates Creek Lady Commodores. And Tim Rose here, Rick Reams, Jackson Miller, our esteemed producer. And Rick, happy 2023.
Oh, same to you. I mean, it's a great way to start. Get out and see a little bit of high school basketball. Try to get some sense of normalcy in your schedule after those holidays, which I loved. But I love this time of year. Everyone's getting back into it. Should have a great game tonight. These schools, if you're a little bit down in 2022, you take this as the next step, throw that away and start off in 2023. And if you are building from that, then you want to just keep it going, the momentum from 2022.
That's exactly right. I know teachers love having a break just as much as the kids do and the parents do, a couple weeks off, but it is harder. It's different. I think they're ready to get back on the schedule because, kids staying up to 3 or 4 in the morning over the break and they still have ball games to play, and it's a little tougher to herd the cats, basically. And so now you're back on a schedule, and talking to the coaches before the game, we'll hear more from them later, but they're ready to get back in the schedule. Now you're kind of getting to the nitty-gritty. You're playing tough schedule teams. There's a cross-city rivalry right here, and you don't really need a motivational speech for this one.
No, you don't. I mean, this is one of those games where you're going, especially a brand-new gymnasium that they just opened up this year, named after Nolan Barger, who when I played at Henry Clay, I played against a lot of his teams that he was coaching. And, this is an exciting time. Douglass, all of their athletics, and you're going to hear Coach Mobley talk about that, but they're known for their athletics, and they know they come in here with a mark on their back, and these teams want to win. The times have changed, though. When I played high school basketball in the 80s, we didn't play a whole lot during the holidays. We practiced a whole lot, but this is totally different. There's tournaments. Some, like their boys team went to Florida, so there's all kinds of things going on. But I think you're right. I think everyone's ready to go back into it. But to me, the exciting thing is, it's hard to think of this, but the season is really kind of on the downhill swing now. You're starting to look towards district playoffs, regions, all that. You got to get your game going, through this month, because once February hits and then, of course, into March.
You're exactly right. It goes fast. It's so fast. You play 2 or 3 games a week, and, you want to get – the neat thing I've always liked about high school sports, though, Rick, is that you don't have to try to schedule for playoffs. You want to have a challenging schedule. You want to be ready for February and March in these tournaments, district tournament, region tournament, Sweet 16, hopefully, for these teams. And I like that about it because you can schedule as an AD in high school. You don't have to worry about scheduling bunnies.
Yeah, exactly. So, you come out every night and you're going to get the other team's best game. Yeah, like you say, you're not playing against a division whatever. You're playing against your rivals here in the city, and this is what it's all about, to get 2 city teams playing together tonight. You're going to see, there's going to be a pretty good crowd here, and I'm excited to see what these teams look like. I've seen Douglass play before. I've not seen Tates Creek play before, but just interesting to see how these teams, what kind of slope they're on.
It really is, and it's a clash of styles. It's interesting. Interesting, too. It almost reminds me a little bit of Nolan Richardson, Arkansas, as in Frederick Douglass. 40 minutes of Hades up and down the court, full court pressure. You have Tates Creek that kind of wants to slow it down some. They'll run some, but they want to slow it down. They want to fighting that pressure will be the big key tonight. But Frederick Douglass, they come in 69 points a game. Tates Creek 46 points a game. That's a big difference.
Yeah, that's one of those things that you have to look at, and you have to say, if you're Tates Creek, you don't want to get in an up and down game tonight, because honestly, you're not going to win that game. You can't score enough points, really. And then if you're Douglass, Coach Mobley talks about it, but you just want to put pressure. You don't want to stop the pressure, and that's one thing you'll see with this team. They have the athletes that can do it. They'll press full court, like you said, the entire game. They will be out there pressing. Tates Creek, how can they handle that? That's going to be the question.
Yep, can you beat the pressure for sure? And I think time for a commercial break. Producer Miller? Take it right now. We'll be back from Tates Creek, and got a few minutes before the ball game. More to talk about on Glycod.
New teen drivers are at greater risk for car crashes, particularly at night and during the first few months without adult supervision. Checkpoints is a free 1-hour educational program held monthly at the Jessamine Career and Technology Center in Nicholasville. It will help you help your teen be safer when they become a new independent driver. For more details, including program incentives and how to register, visit the Jessamine County Health Department's website at jessaminehealth.org.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
Looking for new ways to connect with your customer? Did you know that local grassroots marketing is the most effective? For a successful economic approach, email info@glycod.com or call 502-551-5027.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Family owned and operated since 1946, Thomas Car Wash has specialized in making Louisville cars look fresh and clean. Co-owned by 2006 Mill graduate Alex Thomas, Thomas Car Wash has 4 convenient locations, including their newly renovated one at 5321 Preston Highway, just a mile down from Mail. Additional locations include 6511 Preston Highway, 4139 Bardstown Road, and one at the intersection of Hurstbourne Parkway and Taylorsville Road. From full service to express washes to detailing and towel drying, wash local with Thomas Car Wash.
You're tuned in to Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Welcome back. Tates Creek High School as Tates Creek takes on Frederick Douglass in the girls' game tonight. Should be a lot of action out here tonight.
There really is a lot of action. The crowd is still filling in. We're here 23 minutes before the tip-off, and we want to hear from the Frederick Douglass coach, Coach Mobberly, right now. Take it away, Jackson.
Let me ask you a question. I've not seen your team play. Where are you from then to now?
We're still working. Still moving in a good direction. We have accomplished some things that we have, but like I said, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So we taking our time right now and trying to knock things out one by one.
Yeah. So I know when last time I was here, Ayanna Darrington wasn't playing. Mm-hmm. I see she's been in about 6 games now. Got her stats. How has her coming back helped you, and has it been a smooth transition? Yeah,
it has been a smooth transition because our team we have been waiting on her. We always preach family in here, so one for each other. So our teammates have been eager to get her back. She's been rebounding the ball pretty well. She's already had maybe 2 or 3 double-doubles out of her 6 games she's played. I think she's energy. She's bringing definitely energy to us. I want to say that she's definitely a defensive stopper out there. She's a rim protector, and that's a game changer for you when you got somebody that's 6'1", absolutely, and that can block some shots, man, and get a couple rebounds, man. But offensively, man, she's getting a little better. I feel like she's finishing more around the rim. So she's doing the right things right now, man. Just got to keep working and keep her in the gym, keep working on her game more of an upside more, and think sky's the limit for him.
Yeah. Well, and I know with injuries, sometimes it's hard with conditioning and everything like that. Is she working her way back in, or was she able to stay in condition through the injury?
Ayana's a good athlete. She was already kind of conditioning already. That part I didn't have to really worry about her because she could come right in and still beat maybe probably some of the guards in sprints.
Right.
So that never left her.
Yeah.
That's one thing I can say about her. She's been in tip-top shape. Really doesn't get tired. Can play, 5-6 quarters, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So her stamina and conditioning was already there. So that was one thing we didn't have to go backwards on.
That's good.
Which is always a plus.
Absolutely. So tonight you're facing Tates Creek.
Yeah.
What do you know about them? What do you think they're going to show you?
I think they're a new coach. Like what she's doing. Actually, some of those girls over there, I had them with me in middle school. So it'd be a fun game tonight to play against some of those girls that I coached. Got respect for them. I just think tonight, as long as we don't turn the ball over, and we can't let them get going. That's one thing we can't do. So as long as we don't let them get going and do what we need to do, I feel like we can win the game tonight.
So not letting them get going, is that pressing? What is that to you?
I think that they could be a good shooting team if you let them get going. So we try to take that away from them, and if we can do that, I feel like we can win the game tonight.
So I know pressure's a big thing with you,
definitely.
but in order to have pressure, you got to have a lot of girls that can go a long time.
That's right.
Still looking at that? Still handling that well?
Yeah, definitely. We handle it pretty well. We'll get out there tonight. We'll see how we do. Been working on our man-to-man press a whole lot here lately. We lost a tough game last week against Sacred Heart. Lost by 10 against them. So right now we've just been trying to work on defense. What I've been preaching for.
Yeah. So, do you learn something from a 10-point loss? What's your feeling? Different coaches think different ways.
Yeah, our girls did. More of anything, I feel like our confidence gained.
Yeah.
That was a big plus in this. It was a big confidence builder right there. Take our hats off to them. They played a hell of a team, played a hell of a game. But it was a good test for us too.
That's good. Well, your football team state title. Your basketball team, I was here last night, watched them, the boys, they won.
Yes.
Now it's your turn. So I tell you what, Frederick Douglass, y'all got a target on your back.
Yeah, we do.
How do you handle that? Is that okay with you?
Man, well, at the end of the day, I've been kind of having a target on my back since I've been coaching, man. So me walking into Douglass, man, was kind of like, it was easy for me because I can handle the pressure.
Yeah.
And I'm in a situation now where I wanted to bring that limelight to the girls' basketball side at Douglass. And I feel like we're doing the right thing right now, and all our sports are on the same page, and I feel like it's on the up and up over there. So I feel like Douglas is a good situation, man, because at the end of the day, it's a winning tradition over there.
So do you try to take that target, you try to take that pressure off your girls, or do you think that helps your girls to have that target?
I think it kind of helps them because they already know. One pet peeve I always tell my girls is that every team that we play, I said, it's going to kind of sound crazy, I said, because every team we play football wants to beat you. So I said, y'all, it goes all the way around the board. It don't just stop with football.
You're right.
So I said, they want to beat you. So I think my girls know that. We come in the game with Frederick Douglass, we got to play with some pride.
Well, I tell you what,
that's really.
That comes from the coach down. So I think I give you a lot of props for that because a lot of times it's easy for girls to say, I don't want any of that. But if the coach says, we got Douglass on it, they want us. So, hey, Coach, good luck tonight.
Thanks,
Hope
man.
you do well. I appreciate your time. Thanks so much. We'll be right back on Glycod.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Anderson Apothecary, the cure for the common drugstore. Anderson Apothecary, just across the street from the high school on Highway 127.
Community strong, serving Lawrenceburg for 20 years, Century Bank is Anderson County's locally owned bank. With a full suite of deposit, loan, and online products, plus a knowledgeable, friendly staff, Century makes everyday banking simple. Located at 201 West Woodford Street with online banking at centurybankky.com. Century Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Family owned and operated since 1946, Thomas Car Wash has specialized in making Louisville cars look fresh and clean. Co-owned by 2006 Mill graduate Alex Thomas, Thomas Car Wash has 4 convenient locations, including their newly renovated one at 5321 Preston Highway, just a mile down from Mail. Additional locations include 6511 Preston Highway, 4139 Bardstown Road, and one at the intersection of Hurstbourne Parkway and Taylorsville Road. From full service to express washes to detailing and towel drying, wash local with Thomas Car Wash.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The Prescription Pad is dedicated to your family's health.
You're tuned in to Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Welcome back to Tates Creek High School. Tim Rose, Rick Reams here, Jackson Miller, the esteemed producer. It's time for the keys to the game, Mr. Reams. Let's take it away first for the visiting Stallions from Frederick Douglass.
Well, you heard Coach Mobley talk about it. They want to put pressure all over the court from the opening tip till that final buzzer. They want to put pressure on Tates Creek, make them turn the ball over. They also want to be able to get second chance off the rebounds. He talked a lot about Ayanna Darrington, who is going to be probably the Miss Kentucky basketball prospect next year. She was out their first couple games. She's played 6 games, but she's going to be important on the boards. They got an 8th grader, Jaylee Knowles, who knows her way around the inside. The one good thing about Ayanna Darrington not being able to play is Jaylee Knowles. They moved her up from 8th grade to play, and that's one important thing you're going to see. So they have got to get on the boards. They want to get second, third, fourth chance opportunities. For Tates Creek, I mean, you got to handle the pressure. How are you going to handle the pressure? You can't get involved. We already talked about it. Tates Creek cannot get an up and down game tonight because that's not what they do. You have to, if you average, 49 points? There's a reason you average 49 points. Not that you're bad, but it's how you play the game. And you can't let Douglas give their will onto you. You've got to stay in your lane and play your game. The other thing they have to do is they got to keep Douglas off the boards. Douglas has a size advantage. Ayanna Darrington, she's 6'1". I mean, that's a tall girl, and she's really good around the basket. So what you got to do, even if you're 5'0", you got to block her out. You've got to get into them, turn them, get them on your backside, and keep them away from the basket. So if you cannot get caught up in the run game, if you can contain the boards to the best of your ability and then hit some shots, you got a chance. If you try to go up and down with this team, I'm afraid this game will be over pretty quickly.
You're exactly right. Rick Reams, great keys to the game for Frederick Douglass and Tates Creek. Can take another break. When we come back, we'll hear from Janet Costner, the Tates Creek head Lady Girls coach.
New teen drivers are at greater risk for car crashes, particularly at night and during the first few months without adult supervision. Checkpoints is a free 1-hour educational program held monthly at the Jessamine Career and Technology Center in Nicholasville. It will help you help your teen be safer when they become a new independent driver. For more details, including program incentives and how to register, visit the Jessamine County Health Department's website at jessaminehealth.org.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
Looking for new ways to connect with your customer? Did you know that local grassroots marketing is the most effective? For a successful economic approach, email info@glycod.com or call 502-551-5027.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Family owned and operated since 1946, Thomas Car Wash has specialized in making Louisville cars look fresh and clean. Co-owned by 2006 Mill graduate Alex Thomas, Thomas Car Wash has 4 convenient locations, including their newly renovated one at 5321 Preston Highway, just a mile down from Mail. Additional locations include 6511 Preston Highway, 4139 Bardstown Road, and one at the intersection of Hurstbourne Parkway and Taylorsville Road. From full service to express washes to detailing and towel drying, wash local with Thomas Car Wash.
You're tuned in to Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Here with head coach of Tates Creek High School's Lady Girls Commodores team, Jana Costner. Coach Costner, you got a big game tonight against Frederick Douglass, crosstown rivalry. How'd everybody do over the holidays?
We did okay. We for our record, as far as that goes, we didn't win as many games as we would like to, but for our program, we had a lot of growth over the break. We played 6 games, and every game we improved every day. So for me, that's the thing that I look for in my girls. It's just, are you improving every single day? Are you getting better? Are you helping each other on and off the floor? And those are the areas that we needed the most, and that's where we're improving. So,
win the day. That's what it's about, right?
Day, absolutely.
Yeah, you get better every day. By March, no telling what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's a different time because you're used to that structure and schedule. Then you have 2 weeks off, and you don't know kids are not in school, and they may be staying up to 2 or 3 at night. And so it's a totally different animal, isn't it?
Right, absolutely. Yeah, so we tried. We had one of our tournaments was in E-Town, so we had some time to just kind of bond together while we were there and stayed overnight. And then we had a closer game in Berea the second week.
Very good. You got Frederick Douglass tonight. At least looking on paper, this is a very intriguing clash of styles. I look at a lot of the statistics and all, and I guess handling the pressure defense, they like to get up and down a lot. Y'all like a little bit of both, I guess, some half-court style too, but it's an interesting clash of styles tonight. What are you prepared for?
We are prepared for them to run and gun. That's what we've prepared for. So,
do your girls like to run and gun, or do you like to slow it down a little bit?
We'd like for them to, but sometimes we have to slow it down. So.
Yeah. So you have maybe some new things now that we've turned the calendar to 2023, some things in the playbook we haven't seen?
A couple of things.
Well, Coach Costner, it's a pleasure talking to you, and wish you the best tonight.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
New teen drivers are at greater risk for car crashes, particularly at night and during the first few months without adult supervision. Checkpoints is a free 1-hour educational program held monthly at the Jessamine Career and Technology Center in Nicholasville. It will help you help your teen be safer when they become a new independent driver. For more details, including program incentives and how to register, visit the Jessamine County Health Department's website at jessaminehealth.org.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
Looking for new ways to connect with your customer? Did you know that local grassroots marketing is the most effective? For a successful economic approach, email info@glycod.com or call 502-551-5027.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Family owned and operated since 1946, Thomas Car Wash has specialized in making Louisville cars look fresh and clean. Co-owned by 2006 Mill graduate Alex Thomas, Thomas Car Wash has 4 convenient locations, including their newly renovated one at 5321 Preston Highway, just a mile down from Mail. Additional locations include 6511 Preston Highway, 4139 Bardstown Road, and one at the intersection of Hurstbourne Parkway and Taylorsville Road. From full service to express washes to detailing and towel drying, wash local with Thomas Car Wash.
You're tuned in to Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Welcome back to Tates Creek High School. Tim Rose here and Rick Reams, Jackson Miller, our esteemed producer. Rick, about 5 minutes left before tip-off, and it's interesting talking to Coach Costner, as we just heard, she would maybe like to pick up the pace a little bit, but sometimes they have to hold it back too. You gotta, you know your personnel. They're still during the maturation process as this season flips the calendar to 2023. But you, as you know, you played high school basketball and played for a long time. You kind of have to read your team a little bit.
Yeah, you do. You have to know. You know, you can't. What is it? You can't force a round peg in a square hole.
Yeah.
And, you know, sometimes coaches fall into that trap. I know my junior year, they tried to do up-tempo, and you can tell I'm not an up-tempo guy. and it just didn't work. And so Coach Pruitt had to pull everything back. Well, he said his biggest mistake was introducing that at all because we lost 3 weeks trying to figure that out. So what Tates Creek has to do tonight is there's a fine line between being up and down but not getting into an up-and-down game. And that's what they have to do. They have to choose. They have to pick their times for layups, for breakouts and things like that. The one thing I will say that I saw Douglas give up a lot is on their press. They've had allowed open people off the far end of the court. So if you can get that vision and make a long pass, you can get some easy layups on there. But you're right. You have to know your team. You have to know what they can do. Not only you have to know your team, but you have to know the 5 that are in there. What can they do together? That's a big difference. You may have one player that can run, but if you got 4 that can't, you're going to have to back that one up and just kind of get everything going.
Coach Pruitt always had to have you in the game because he had to have a shooter in there, right?
Oh, he knew better than that. The reason he had me in the game, I could run the out-of-bounds plays. I always took the ball out of bounds. And when the game got tight, he said, do not touch the ball, Reams. That's one thing. I will tell you a quick, really funny story. Most of y'all know who Leroy Bird is that played at the University of Kentucky, played at Bryan Station High School. Our team, we played them. They were number 1 in the state. We were number 2 in the state. Coach Pruitt looks at me and he said, Reams, get in there and foul Bird. I want to put him on the free throw line. Tim, I couldn't catch him. It looked like Curly Neal with the Harlem Globetrotters. He started laughing. I started laughing. I couldn't catch him. And, that's one of those things. But it's just fun to look back. But, again, we knew our roles at that time, and I knew I wasn't a scorer. I was a rebounder. I was a banger. That's what I was. That's what these girls are figuring out, what their role is, because you're not going to have 5 people normally that can score 20 points a game. But you can have one person that can get 5, 6, 7 rebounds that can dive on the floor. That's what my dad said. He said, I want you to lead Lexington in floor burns. And that's one thing I tried to do, is get down on the floor. And that's something that's sometimes a lost art, but some of these girls will have it.
That's exactly right, Rick. Yeah, Leroy Bird, Baby Magic, they called him.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, I remember the early days there going to Rupp Arena for sure. Yeah, these city rivalries bring back memories. I mean, you went to Henry Clay, I went to Lafayette, and, I mean, these gyms packed. It's hot. It's about 20 degrees more than you would think because of all the people packed on both sides. Now we got some end zone seats in the new Tates Creek gym as well, but I'm telling you, I mean, when you saw Allen Houston come in and DeMatha used to with the Hillbrook Classic at Rupp Arena, and Catholic has the big tournament every year, and a lot of history with high school basketball.
We played all our city games in Memorial.
Okay.
I mean, I played against Dirk Benefield. He was a senior. I was a sophomore. I didn't see the floor very much, but I scored 6 points, and my dad laughed at me. I never saw the basket once. I just kept on tipping balls, and they would go in. But, I mean, that Rupp Arena was full. I can remember going back and seeing Henry Clay with Kip Hagan playing against Rex Chapman the year after I graduated. I was at the very top of Memorial. I mean, that's how it was.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing I like about this, I think the pandemic let us realize how much we missed things like this.
Yeah.
So I think the crowds, we saw that in football. I think we're starting to see it in basketball. More and more people are coming out, and that's what these kids deserve. Man, they put it on the line every day in practice. They deserve to come out here, have fans here, have parents here. I'm glad both teams have cheerleaders for the girls' games because they should. These girls deserve it, and so I'm glad we're here also because these girls deserve not only to be seen here, but to be seen on Glycod.
No doubt about it. I mean, the Final Four, the women's Final Four, is sold out for years. I mean, think of all the money it generates as well. But female athletes, and there are a lot of times, even the club sports, a lot of people say, hey, what about golf and tennis? Some of these sports are untaken. There are a lot of people that are getting their kids headed in these other sports, too, because they're like unclaimed scholarships, free money there.
Exactly. If you have a daughter or a son, if you can put, I've always said, if I would do it over again, my two boys would be long snappers.
Yeah.
They would.
Stoops could relate this year.
Yeah, and my daughter, she was a dancer. She was on a dance team. Now, she didn't want to dance in college, but she actually got offers to get scholarships, which Dad said, go dance in college.
Yeah.
But she didn't listen to Dad. But there's a lot of that. I mean, there's cheerleading scholarships. I'm married to, I think, one of the greatest cheerleaders. And, back when she was there, they got a little bit of help with their books and stuff. But, I mean, there's scholarships out there. So these girls, I mean, that's what it should be. It should be equal footing for equal players.
No doubt about it. We're almost ready for tip-off here at Tates Creek High School. As we hit one more break, Jackson wants to go before we tip it off here at Frederick Douglass. Tates Creek varsity girls coming up after this.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Anderson Apothecary, the cure for the common drugstore. Anderson Apothecary, just across the street from the high school on Highway 127.
Community strong, serving Lawrenceburg for 20 years, Century Bank is Anderson County's locally owned bank. With a full suite of deposit, loan, and online products, plus a knowledgeable, friendly staff, Century makes everyday banking simple. Located at 201 West Woodford Street with online banking at centurybankky.com. Century Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Family owned and operated since 1946, Thomas Car Wash has specialized in making Louisville cars look fresh and clean. Co-owned by 2006 Mill graduate Alex Thomas, Thomas Car Wash has 4 convenient locations, including their newly renovated one at 5321 Preston Highway, just a mile down from Mail. Additional locations include 6511 Preston Highway, 4139 Bardstown Road, and one at the intersection of Hurstbourne Parkway and Taylorsville Road. From full service to express washes to detailing and towel drying, wash local with Thomas Car Wash.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The Prescription Pad is dedicated to your family's health.
You're tuned in to Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Tip-off here at Tates Creek High School. Tim Rose and Rick Reeves, Jackson Miller on hand as Frederick Douglass. The Lady Stallions want to run and gun. Tates Creek wants to slow the tempo down a little bit, Rick, and excited for a big game tonight.
Yeah, like I said, we've talked about it the whole time, but I'm excited to see how both teams handle this. Are they going to come out, one team get out hot quickly and make the other team change their game plan? Let's see how these girls handle pressure. Let's see how they handle, this is a big game environment. Crosstown rivals had Douglas against Henry Clay a little while on December the 9th, and Douglas had a pretty easy time during that game. But, it's one of those things where tonight Tates Creek's just going to have to see what they can do against this, and Douglas has to see if they can continue with their pressure and get in good situation to get some easy baskets.
Right, with that pressure and having that size disadvantage, get some cheap baskets against that press, really critical.
Right, exactly. So it's just one of those things. If you put pressure on them, then sometimes they're going to pull off that press. Now, knowing Coach Moberly, he's probably not going to pull off the press no matter what. But if you're Tates Creek, that's what you'd like for him to do.
He likes the pressure too. That's the thing. Coach Moberly said, "We're a hunted gun. We're the hunters, and we're hunted." And he likes that role.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he likes. It's what he likes. He said, "We're Frederick Douglass. That's what we like to do. We come out and we bring it and say, if you can beat us, beat us."
That's right. That's what's been happening since they opened. As we kind of had more balance, teams took turns being the dominant team in different sports in Lexington, but they're the hunted in all sports right now as we tip off. And Douglas has the basketball here. We're in the end zone, so we'll give you the best coverage we can. Right side corner three is good, up and in. That was by number 4, Nia Rhodes, the leading scorer, and she's had a great year already.
Yeah, and, this team's young. She's just a sophomore. And there's where that pressure took its effect. You get a walk, you get a turnover right off the bat. Tates Creek, you can't fall into bad habits here. They got to kind of get used to this and go.
Douglas with the basketball in the front court, swinging on the right side, over to the left side into Arrington. She drives in, stripped away, battle for loose ball, and there's a jump ball.
Yeah, that's one thing that's hard for boys and girls to realize. If you're taller than anyone, you bring the ball down, you make yourself 5'2". Hold that ball up 6'1", it's hard to get to that ball.
That's exactly right. You're St. Bernard and you lower it down to the Chihuahuas, if bad things are going to happen.
That's exactly right. That's what these little guards want you to do.
Up top for Douglas, wearing the black road uniforms, Tates Creek in the home whites. And a kiss off the glass. The bank open early and late for Rhodes.
Yeah, and she even kind of smiled on that one. But you know what? Over here off Center Parkway, the bank must be open tonight.
That's right. 7 minutes left first quarter. 5-0. Quick start by the Stallions. Three-pointer from the right side for Tates Creek. No good. Rebound Arrington. Like you said, missed a few games, but she's back in action. As they turn the ball over, back Tates Creek is running. They put it up and in. That is number 15.
That's exactly what you want to do is just keep on moving. She played a lot in the JV game, so she's going to have a long night.
Douglas puts it up. No good. Arrington with the rebound, the other block, and she puts it up and in. Easy deuce for her with the size advantage.
Yeah, Ariana Darrington just was able to get that ball and did a great job. Didn't bring it down. Just went ahead and laid it back in.
Tates Creek breaks the pressure half court. Into the front court, has one knocked out of bounds by Rhodes. Nice job getting in the passing lane, or that would have been an easy bucket.
Yeah, that's quick. That's what you have to do if you're on the backside. You got to drop back as fast as you can. The great thing is she tipped the ball, which made the Tates Creek player not be able to hold on to it.
7-2 Douglas, three-pointer from the corner again. No good by Rhodes. Rebound Creek.
Yeah, missed shot's not going to stop them. They're going to keep on shooting.
Left side, perimeter for Creek. They'll drive in, back out right. 6 minutes left first quarter. Scoops, no good. Rebound Rhodes for Douglas. And she gets a foul, draws a foul. Tates Creek, that is number 22, Malaya Jackson with the personal.
So, again, that pressure, it just keeps on. It builds and builds and builds. And so right now you're down 7-2, which Tates Creek can't afford. You can't get behind just because their offense can't bring them back. They got to keep this game close.
They feed it into Arrington. Jump hook, short. Rebound. Douglas puts it up and in. Nice play by Myra Christian. That's Myra Christian having a big year herself, averaging 15 a game. And Coach Costner's seen enough. Timeout Tates Creek, 5:40 one left first quarter, 9-2 Frederick Douglas on Glycod.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The Prescription Pad is dedicated to your family's health.
You're tuned in to Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Go back to Tates Creek, 9-2. Quick start from Douglas. 5:38 left first quarter. Tim Rose, Rick Reams, Jackson Miller on hand. Corner, two-pointer is good for Tates Creek. Cuts the lead to 5, 9-4. Basket was by number 21. That is Ashton Harris. And I do want to give credit, Rick. Jasleen Potter was the first basket for Tates Creek that you said had a big JV game, and now no rest for the weary. Coach Koster said, we need you tonight.
That's exactly right. I tell you what, it's a nice thing to have young legs.
Indeed. Douglas, 9-4, 5:10 left first quarter, left corner. Drive in. From the block, it's good. Shoots over the bigger player for Tates Creek. That was number 1, Christian again.
Yes. Douglas is spreading it out. All of them can score, so you just can't look at one. There's that pressure again.
And Christian ties up the Tates Creek ball handler.
It's one thing if you're Tates Creek, you cannot take one dribble and pick that ball up.
No.
That's going to be a jump ball every time. So before you dribble, you have to have somewhere in mind that you're going to go. I mean, so many times we all have that problem, one dribble and done. But against Douglas, you're really done.
Yeah, I remember the rec league at James Adam playing as a kid. I had a great coach, Doc Ely, who played for Henry Iba at Oklahoma State. And I can still hear it in my sleep. Too much dribbling, too much dribbling.
Exactly.
11-4, Douglas is up, 4:46 first quarter. As they bring it up. Kate Baker with it, left side to Christian, left corner. Back out, corner 3. Christian no good, rebound Arrington. She is doubled, and good defense by Tates Creek. Didn't bring the ball too low, about chest high, but 2 defenders there.
Yeah, brought it low enough, though.
Low enough,
keep that ball over top of your head, there's no way they can get to that ball without fouling you.
Right. Nice double team there. Douglas throws it in. Free throw line. Try to cross it. Oh, dangerous pass, but got away with it. Christian right side to Baker. Cross, swings it again. Baseline jumper too strong. Arrington back up and in, though, on the easy rebound and up.
Yeah, good job by Christian tapping that ball over. She won't get credit for an assist, but it was a good play to get Arrington that ball.
You can't coach size, Rick, and that's when you're 6'1", and the tallest Commodore is, I don't know for sure, 5'8", 5'9".
Yes.
Yeah. 3-pointer for Creek. In and out. Nice try by Harris.
Darrington
back the other way.
Rebound.
3-pointer for Douglas, no good. Rebound Tates Creek. 13-4 Douglas, 3:45 left first quarter. Creek will drive, puts it up, no good, but is fouled. That is Kaylee Potts for Tates Creek. She'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, Potts did a good job of taking that ball to the basket. That's what you want to do, is force them to come out and stop you. And that time she was able, didn't get the basket, but got the foul for 2 free throws.
I always love seeing if you're on the left side, use that left hand, make it harder for the defense.
Yes, exactly. And now we're seeing she is left-handed, but you're exactly right. Whatever side of the court you're on, you need to use that hand to keep the defense from being able to block those shots.
Makes the first one. Good free throw shooter. Reminded me of Kyle Macy. They're bending those legs.
Yes, way down.
13-6. Creek hanging in it. 3:37 left first quarter. Douglas in front court. 3-pointer is up. Too strong. Rebound Tates Creek. Back the other way. Looking to push it. Left corner on the perimeter. Tried to get it inbounds inside. Stolen by Douglas. Kate Baker with it.
Nice look up court.
Puts up no good. And Douglas gets the rebound. In the paint again. You're going to back it back out. Left corner 3 is up. And it is no good off the front iron. And battle for it, knocked out of bounds, will go to Tates Creek.
Well, I tell you what, you just can't ever get a break. You think you might have the ball, and boy, Douglas is right there. They're right on it. Tates Creek's opened up in a zone, and Douglas right now is comfortable trying to shoot from the outside. I think what you need to do is at least move it inside and then fan it back out, and you're going to get some easier shots.
You see so many of these offenses at all levels now with the 4-guard offense in the center in the middle, and that's what they're running.
Yes.
Creek top of the key, right side, trying to cut into this 7-point deficit.
This is where they're deliberate.
Taking their time. Potts dribbles up top. 3-pointer on the way is perfect. And that's Ashton Harris. Nice play. She's been active early.
I tell you what, she has a beautiful shot. That first three-pointer should have gone in, but that one, boy, you got to get out on her because she can hit that.
She is critical tonight. She's really their biggest player inside, and has been active in there. And they go the other way. Tates Creek puts it up, and offensive foul. She lowered that shoulder, didn't she?
It was a really good call. A lot of officials, Jada Bell had that, took it all the way down, but she cleared off with that left arm, and the referee saw it. And, man, I think that's a great call. I wish that call was made a lot more because you see that all the time. And we just talked about her, and here comes the 8th grader coming in for Jaylee Knowles for Frederick Douglass. And you watch her because she's a little different player than Darrington, but she still can get in the inside.
Three-pointer for Douglass off the glass, no good. Rebound Tates Creek. That was Bell. She was fouled. First time we mentioned her a minute ago, Rick. She's the leading scorer for Tates Creek, so they depend on her a lot.
Right.
Needs to have a big game tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that's what you need to do. Your best player needs to have their best game against Douglass. That's for sure.
And this Douglass team is hungry. Didn't get out of district last year, and bigger aspirations this year for sure. Three-pointer again, no good. Rebound Douglass.
Oh.
Almost walk with it. They push it, puts it up, and in. That's the 8th grader, right?
Yeah. She's very, very smooth.
Knowles.
She's another one. You need to watch her. She's got 5 years to go, and she's going to be quite a ball player here.
15-9, Douglass up. Battle for a loose ball in backcourt there, in the front court rather, but Tates Creek gets it. Now, is there a jump or a foul?
Call a timeout there.
Call a timeout on the deck.
I tell you what, the possessions arrow is going to get a workout tonight.
It really is. Hey, the girls are hungry, man. They're refreshed. They've had 2 weeks off, at least from school, so they're ready to go. 15-9, Douglass leads Tates Creek from Tates Creek. 1:18 left first quarter on Glycod.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The Prescription Pad is dedicated to your family's health.
You're tuned in to Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Welcome back. Tates Creek High School down 15-9. Tates Creek basketball. 1:14 left in the first quarter after the timeout. Battle for another loose ball, Rick. Tates Creek gets it. And some hacking going on. No call. Douglass comes away with it. They push it the other way.
Nice look. Nice take.
Nice job there by Nia Rhodes, leading scorer for Douglass, averaging over 20 a game. Only a sophomore, like you said.
Yeah, smart play there. She could have taken that three, but she pump faked and took it all the way to the basket for the easy dubs.
This is Malaya Jackson with it for Tates Creek, number 22, right corner. Looks inside, knocked away, but Tates Creek has it back. And that is Ashton Harris with the basketball up top. Looking for a pick, right corner. The scoop shot is no good. Rebound Douglass.
You better get back because they're going to run.
Kate Baker with it. She'll take the three. They let her alone. No good. Rebound Bell for Tates Creek.
Yeah, it's an open shot. You got to take that one. Make them respect you.
Got to. She got the rebound, took it all the way, and they backed off of her and almost hit it. Look inside, batted away, stolen by Christian, and she is fouled at half court.
Yeah, Tates Creek knows what they're facing now. I mean, this first quarter has just been hands everywhere. You know, you just can't catch a break. So you've got to be really, really strong with that ball if you're Tates Creek.
It's like kids in the cookie jar.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say women in a shoe store. Is it allowed to say that?
Well, you said it, not me. My wife's listening. That was all you.
I have to take ownership. We've concluded the first quarter 17-9. Maybe a dude in an electronics store. There we go. Got to keep it even.
There you go.
17-9 on Glycod. Douglass leads Tates Creek. We'll be back after this.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The prescription pad is dedicated to your family's health.
You're tuned in to Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Welcome back to Tates Creek. Start of the second quarter, 17-9 Douglas, Rick. And as you said, going to the break, it's been helter-skelter, hands everywhere, a lot of action early.
Yeah, and if you're one of Douglas' assistants and you have to chart deflections, you better get a couple pencils because you're going to go through them tonight. I want to revisit one thing you talked about Douglas last year not getting out of the district. What Coach Moberly knows is they beat Henry Clay twice in the regular season last year pretty easily, lost in that district tournament. So he's building these girls up to that because they don't want to have a replay of last year.
You know, what's interesting, when we played back in the day, they didn't seed the district, exactly. So you could have 2 top 10 teams in the state playing or top 5 playing in the first round.
Well, we played Bryan Station in the first round. We were 2 and they were 1, and we lost.
Basket is up and in by Tates Creek's Miracle Moody as Tates Creek cuts a lead to a half dozen. Back the other way, 3-pointer from Christian, no good. Rebound Creek.
There's the good lookout.
Oh, too strong there. Was looking for Potts down under the basket. No good. That's a turnover. 17-11. Douglas basketball, just starting the second quarter.
Yeah, Potts did a good job there, but the pass a little too far. But, hey, it was a great thought. That's what you got to do. Try to get some easy baskets against Douglas.
No doubt about it. Christian, top of the key. Stolen by Bell. This is who you want with it. So, but doesn't have numbers, has to back it out, and it will stay with Tates Creek as Douglas knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, Christian that time was throwing it to a spot and didn't look who was there. And like you said, great hands, get that ball up and get that ball out down the court for Tates Creek.
Bell will inbounds. Into Harris, top of the key. Gets a pick, looking for that 3 ball. Bell now with it. Guarded by the 8th grader, Knowles. Creek swings it on the perimeter. Has that size disadvantage. Tough to get stuff inside.
Yes, it is.
Harris looking for the 3, kicks it back out to Potts. Right corner shot from 16 is good. Nice play by Moody.
Yeah, that's a great job there by Tates Creek. Being very, very patient, finally getting that open shot and putting it in the basket.
That's textbook half-court offense right there.
Yes, it is. Just a 4-point lead here for Douglas.
You got to be happy for Coach Costner.
Absolutely.
Christian over there to Baker, back to Christian. She'll drive in with the scoop. It's good. Nice roll there.
Good job by her. You know, if you're Tates Creek, you want to stand in there and take a charge on that one because her momentum was moving forward. But good shot, good basket.
Bell finds a cutting Harris, and she is fouled. For the Commodores, on the ground, so they will inbounds under their own basket. 6:17 left before halftime, 19-13. Douglas leads. Bell will inbounds. It's Harris, tipped away, gets it back, and she double dribbles.
That, again, has to do with pressure. You know, you pressure, and you pick that ball up and you think, uh-oh, and then you put it back down, and there's that double dribble.
That's exactly right. Douglas brings it back. Christian, point guard, barking instructions. Back to her at the top of the key, guarded by Bell. She'll drive in, puts it off the glass and in. Nice job there, and shot that from her waist and made something out of nothing.
I tell you what, if you're going to play that zone, you cannot let that point guard break through like that and get an easy shot.
Not at all. Got to have some help defense for sure if she beats the first one. Right side Creek, down 8. Harris will drive in on the right block, and she is fouled by Baker and will shoot 2. Like the aggressiveness from Harris.
Yeah, and that's what she's doing. You know, we saw she could hit the 3, but now she's taking that ball in. A good job by her. Get to the free throw line. You know, one thing I always said, at the free throw line, no one can block your shot, so at least you don't have those hands in your face.
That's right. She's kind of pulling the bigs from Frederick Douglas out top, making her guard her at the three-point line. We've got a couple substitutions for Douglas. As Darrington is back in. Also Maxwell back in. Maya Maxwell. No good from the line. And 21-14, back the other way. Douglas puts it up and in.
Nice
play
play
there by Moody. Excuse me, not Moody. That is Bennett. Michaela Bennett for Douglas.
Took it right to the basket.
Harris, 3, no good. Rebound, good box position there from Creek. Get the rebound. Good offensive rebound.
Oh, nice. There's the scorer for him.
Who hit that one?
That was number 14 there, Jada Bell.
Jada Bell, again, the leading scorer. Good offensive rebound by Brianna Ruwine. And then we have a full timeout. Douglas called, only up a half dozen, 23-17 over Tates Creek. 5:10 left before halftime. We'll take a break on Glide Cod.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The Prescription Pad is dedicated to your family's health.
You're tuned in to Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glide Cod.
Welcome back to Tates Creek High School, 23-17. The ladies from Frederick Douglass lead, but Rick, right when they you think they're getting some comfort, some wiggle room there, Tates Creek cuts it back to like a 5-6 point ball game. So we got a good one going.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're Tates Creek, you're really happy where you are right now. Now they're going to have to break the huddle, or they're going to go ahead and inbounds that ball. They've given them the warning, but I mean, like I say, if you are Tates Creek, you're comfortable with where you are right now. You've withstood the first rush. Now you just got to keep it going.
Christian with it for Douglas, left side to Moody. She's been hot here in this second quarter. She'll dribble it up top. Right side, Christian will take the 3 and hit the 3.
Nice job there, no hesitation. Nice rotation on that ball to get that basket.
Bell
nice
finds
look.
a cutter. Harris, back out, three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Nia Rhodes, Douglas. Three-pointer. Well, Rhodes hits nothing but the bottom of the net. You know what broadcaster said that one, Rick Reeves.
Exactly. String music right there. I'll tell you what. Step back three-pointer. Great play there.
Nice cutter for Creek,
yes.
Puts it up and in. These teams have come to play tonight.
That's one thing you could do against a team that's really, really trying to get deflections is go back door.
Kaylee Potts with that basket. In deep, triple team. Good defense from Creek. They got to move it back out to Moody. Christian puts it up. No good, Knowles, but she's fouled.
Nice.
So that was Darrington.
Yeah, I got
Excuse me.
Darrington back in. And, you know, I'm going to have to show a little bit of my bias here just from a referee standpoint. It drives me crazy when referees wait to see if the basket goes in, whether they're going to call a foul or not.
Yeah.
It's a foul no matter what, but they do it in all levels. It's amazing to watch. But she was the same way. She got hit on the way up. The ball didn't go in, and then the call came. So, but, you know, I'm not refereeing, so I'll just sit here and talk about it.
Well, they've just, as we said, the 6-point lead now. It's extended to a game-high 11 now. Nice touch from Darrington from the line. Like it, how she hit that first and missed the second one. Rebound, Douglas, though. Knocked out of bounds. It will stay here.
Yeah, that's a good job there by Christian to get in there and get that rebound, and now see an out-of-bounds play. And a lot of times what they'll do is they'll pass it and then let Darrington come right back in and get open on the block.
Darrington to Christian. Moody for the 3. And it bounces high in the air, no good. Rebound Darrington. She pulls it down and gets tied up by Bell.
Yeah, that's one thing you've got to do is you've got to keep that ball up over your head. You know, with that one, there's no need to bring it down. Just get it there, jump back up, and put it in the basket.
She's an unselfish player, and that's something Coach Moberly is going to work with her on. Hey, we want you to just put it right back up.
Yes.
Be a little more selfish. Moody tries to save it in front of the scores table to no avail. It's Tates Creek basketball, but down 30-19, 3:55 left in the first half.
Coach Marlowe was really disappointed because that ball was going to be theirs out of bounds, and then tried to make a save, and then they got knocked it out of bounds.
Bell is fouled by Moody just across the half court line.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, Moody, she made that mistake, got frustrated, and then goes in and gets a foul on herself. So a lot of times what they'll do, I think Coach Moore will get her out, talk a little bit. This is a learning process. You know? Okay, let's not domino effect. Let's not make one mistake into two mistakes.
No doubt about it. Is Bell inbounds? That was Bennett inbounds to Bell as she tried to drive and draws the foul.
Yeah, I think, you're talking about Darrington really being able to share the ball. I think Bell needs to be a little less nice sharing the ball. I think she needs to take a little more offensive prowess. She did a good job there getting to the free throw line, but I think they need to get her on track and let her just do her own thing.
Yeah, I know. She didn't touch the ball the first 5 minutes of the basketball game. Misses the first free throw. 30-19 still, 33:46 left before halftime. Makes the second. 30-20. Douglas ball. They're going to have a little backcourt pressure this time. From Creek, they clear it. Swing it over. Back up top. Three-pointer, Rhodes, no good. Rebound, Douglas. Back it out, reset again. There's Rhodes on the left side. She swings it.
Nice look.
Right corner fake. The floater is no good off the side of the backboard. Rebound, Harris and Tates Creek. And she walks. And she handed the ball to Bell and shuffled those feet.
Yeah, just, frustration there. But, again, that's what that pressure does to you. It just keeps on building up.
Douglas will inbound the ball into their own basket up top. Rhodes looking inside. She'll float it to the left side to Christian. Back to Rhodes up top. Double teamed.
Nice look, nice look.
Darrington cuts to Christian. Nice job. No good. There's Rhodes actually no good on it. And it will go back to Tates Creek.
Yeah, Tates Creek came out and did a little bit of, as you said, they double team. They threw a little something different. Because sometimes if you're going against a team that pressure, see how they can handle the pressure.
Yeah, exactly right. Tates Creek in front court. Bell with it. No good. A little short. Short-armed it. Rebound Douglas. Nia Rhodes. Left corner to Christian. She'll try to drive the baseline. Back up top to Rhodes. She fakes to right, drives to her left. Back over to Christian on the left side. Rhodes swings it into Darrington. She's double teamed. Back up top. Three-pointer on the way. Rolls short. No good. Rebound Tates Creek.
Oh.
Three-pointer on the way is perfect. Yeah. Nice job there. String music for sure for Kaylee Potts.
Nice job by Potts there. Cuts this lead back to 7. I mean, Tates Creek, they're not going to roll over and just give this game away.
Yeah, hitting threes big for them, I think, with the size disadvantage.
Yeah, exactly.
Darrington inside, no good, misses it. Rebound Creek. They boxed her out well.
They did. Those are shots she usually makes, but they're going to have to keep on going in there to her and give her an opportunity.
Bell, top of the three, key, no good. Rebound Douglas there. Rhodes with it. Gets it in front court. Darrington calling for the ball. She swings it
wide open. Left
corner instead. Left corner three is good. And that's a new sub in the game for Douglas.
Nice left-handed shot there from the side.
That is Reagan Gregonis, a 5'5 freshman. No nerves tonight for her.
No.
She inserts her and drains three.
Yep, another one that we saw play in the JV game. So these girls are out here and both. Oh, nice play.
Nice job, Tates Creek there. That was Jasleen Potter from the JV game
as
well.
Yeah, so we've had back-to-back baskets from JV players.
Knocked off of Darrington. They tried to feed her in there. Off her hands, back to Tates Creek. 33-25. Douglas leads, 1:08 left in the first half.
Christian's going to make that pass to Darrington. You may need to make sure that Darrington has position in front of the girl. That's what happened with that one. And if you're not going to do that, then throw it up high and let her go get the ball as opposed to trying to throw it on that line and getting it knocked out of bounds.
Good point. Harris inbounds for Creek. Miracle Moody will bring it up as we go under a minute before halftime. Douglas up 8 on the Commodores. Left corner, three for Bell. Trying to get that stroke going, no good. Rebound, Douglas.
Knowles back in the game on the boards there.
They got both the Twin Towers in there now.
Yep, they do.
Scoop shot is no good. And a blocking foul, some contact under the basket.
Saved Tates Creek from giving up an easy one and send her to free throw line for 2. I'd rather do that except.
Rhodes going to shoot 2. I think the foul was on Moody for Tates Creek on the block call. First shot is perfect for Rhodes. Extends a lead to 9, 34-25.
83% free throw shooter, and you can tell why. A nice stroke there.
Very impressive. And she's quick. That one a little off the back iron, but still nice rotation. 34-25.
I have to take credit for that one. That's That's the color of man's jinx. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Harris drives to the lane, and she reaching in foul there. She took it strong to Darrington. Got to love her will.
Yeah, that's a smart play. Take it right at her, see what she can do. And the best thing that happened was you got a foul on her. You want to try to get her in foul trouble. That's one way to get her off the court.
That's what you want to do. Try to get her in foul trouble. Harris bends the knees. First free throw is good. Cuts a lead to 8 with 33 ticks left in the first half.
You know, these shooters, we've seen it from a couple of Tates Creek shooters, but free throws are a lot in the legs. You got a deep bend, and that's what they're doing, especially when you get tired. Good job of coaching these girls.
Perfect again. Nice free throw shooters tonight for sure. 34-27, half-minute left.
You think Douglas may hold for the last shot, but boy, they don't hold the ball a lot anytime.
It's tough when you're not used to it, as they will drive. Knowles drives, no good, blocked. No call. Harris with it for Creek. 19 seconds left. She's driving. Drives into the rack, looks for a pass. It's knocked away. Douglas with the ball. Rhodes now looking. Darrington down. 9 seconds, puts it up. Too strong. Rebound up and in from Christian.
Great job, not just thinking the ball's going to go in. You got to stay on it.
Way to follow the play, Christian there. 36-27. Douglas leads Tates Creek at halftime on the Glycod Game of the Week. Back in a moment.
New teen drivers are at greater risk for car crashes, particularly at night and during the first few months without adult supervision. Checkpoints is a free 1-hour educational program held monthly at the Jessamine Career and Technology Center in Nicholasville. It will help you help your teen be safer when they become a new independent driver. For more details, including program incentives and how to register, visit the Jessamine County Health Department's website at jessaminehealth.org.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
Looking for new ways to connect with your customer? Did you know that local grassroots marketing is the most effective? For a successful economic approach, email info@glycod.com or call 502-551-5027.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Family owned and operated since 1946, Thomas Car Wash has specialized in making Louisville cars look fresh and clean. Co-owned by 2006 Mill graduate Alex Thomas, Thomas Car Wash has 4 convenient locations, including their newly renovated one at 5321 Preston Highway, just a mile down from Mail. Additional locations include 6511 Preston Highway, 4139 Bardstown Road, and one at the intersection of Hurstbourne Parkway and Taylorsville Road. From full service to express washes to detailing and towel drying, wash local with Thomas Car Wash.
You're tuned in to Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Welcome back to Tates Creek. It's halftime. Frederick Douglas ladies 36, Tates Creek 27. Tim Rose here with Rick Reams and what's your name? Just kidding. our esteemed producer as well. Rick, this game 36-27. I wanted to ask you, what do you so far, any surprises or about kind of what you expected?
Not really. I have been surprised that even though there's been a lot of jump balls and turnovers, Tates Creek's been able to stay in this game. You know, they have not gotten as shaken as I thought they may. They've done a good job, as we talked about, on free throws. They've done a good job on their offense. Right now, I think the issue is you got to get Ayanna Darrington you're getting her the ball, but she's going to have to put it in the basket. And, that, she's missed some really close-in shots. And so I think that's one thing we see. I mean, I can tell this is a big game because a former UK basketball player who's now the girls' coach at Dunbar High School, Eric Daniels, is here doing a little bit of scouting, I think, in this game. But, this game so far is surprising score-wise, but, I think it's everything we thought. And I think both coaches aren't going to be overly pleased, but they can't be too disappointed, especially if you're Tates Creek. I think if you're Coach Moberly, you're a little bit disappointed because he thinks the way they play, they should have a bigger lead than they do. But part of that is putting the ball in the basket, and then the second part of that is they're going to have to get some stops. I mean, tonight, Tates Creek's just got some players that are just making, Ashton Harris, you got Kaylee Potts, Jada Bell, just making some big plays. And I think, that's impressive for them because they knew what they were going to face out here, and right now it doesn't look like the stage is too big.
No, I'm impressed with Tates Creek. They have not come in intimidated at all. They've not given up many cheap baskets to Douglas off the pressure defense full court as well. So I think Coach Costner has to be happy the way your team, the moxie, the confidence they've come in with.
Yeah, and I think the key is going to be the first 3 or 4 minutes of the third quarter. Can Tates Creek keep it up? Or is Douglas going to be able to increase this lead? And that's always the turning point of this game. If you're Tates Creek and you can get a little bit closer, then all of a sudden Douglas starts thinking, hey, I thought this game was going to be easy. I mean, honestly, that's what they thought. I mean, if you look at, you talked about it, but if you look at 69.4 points that you're averaging a game versus 49 points a game, then you think there's going to be 15, 20-point game. But all of a sudden that starts getting into your head, and you're thinking, we should be so much further ahead. Tates Creek, on the other hand, if they can get some baskets, they're thinking, you know what? This isn't a team we can't beat. We can play with these teams. Coach talked about it, how they got closer on that trip to E-Town. That's one good thing about the holidays. A lot of these things we talked a lot about last night. Sometimes these girls are off themselves. The guys are off themselves with the cell phones and things like that. But when you have these situations, coaches can take control, put the cell phones down. Let's talk. Let's get to know each other. And sometimes on the court, that pays huge dividends.
It really does. It's neat to stay in the hotel together. You bond as a team. You do everything. You eat 3 meals a day together. You go to the movie theater. You go bowling, whatever it may be, and it's just great time to bring the team closer together.
Yeah, it is, and I think that's why these coaches do that. You can make a trip to Florida, which is great, but if you can go to E-Town, if you can go to Louisville, just somewhere, like you say, get in a hotel room together, even to the point they have an indoor pool or something.
Yeah, the Holodomes.
Let these kids have fun, and I think that's what you see with these teams, and as you do that, you start saying, hey, you know what, I like this person, and they like me, and you know what, I think I'm going to pass the ball to them a little bit more. So you never know. You get a little bit going there. So I think right now, though, again, Douglas's coaches are saying this is not where we should be. Even though they're up by 9, they think they should be up more than this. Tates Creek, on the other hand, saying, hey, we're still in this game. Let's keep on going. But again, let's see what happens. I'm going to say the first 3 minutes of the third quarter. Let's see what happens at the 5-minute mark of the third quarter, see where we are.
Good call, Rick Reams. We'll take our final commercial break at the halftime. 36-27, Douglas leads Tates Creek on the Glycod.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Anderson Apothecary, the cure for the common drugstore. Anderson Apothecary, just across the street from the high school on Highway 127.
Community strong, serving Lawrenceburg for 20 years, Century Bank is Anderson County's locally owned bank. With a full suite of deposit, loan, and online products, plus a knowledgeable, friendly staff, Century makes everyday banking simple. Located at 201 West Woodford Street with online banking at centurybankky.com. Century Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Family owned and operated since 1946, Thomas Car Wash has specialized in making Louisville cars look fresh and clean. Co-owned by 2006 Mill graduate Alex Thomas, Thomas Car Wash has 4 convenient locations, including their newly renovated one at 5321 Preston Highway, just a mile down from Mail. Additional locations include 6511 Preston Highway, 4139 Bardstown Road, and one at the intersection of Hurstbourne Parkway and Taylorsville Road. From full service to express washes to detailing and towel drying, wash local with Thomas Car Wash.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the installers or Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828, Metro Windows.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The Prescription Pad is dedicated to your family's health.
You're tuned in to Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Welcome back to Tates Creek. About a minute left before we start the second half. 36-27. Douglas leads Tates Creek here at halftime. And, Rick, we have a couple seconds here. What about a little recap for people that missed the game last night between these two teams on the boys' side? What'd that turn out like?
You know, it was kind of the same thing. It was a clash of styles. Again, Douglas with pressure all over the court. Tates Creek, they were able to handle it for, at halftime, it was only an 8-point game, but it ended up being a blowout. Douglas is now on a 7-game winning streak. They lost their one game to Great Crossings in the tournament in Scott County. But, you know, that game, it just kind of showed the difference in the philosophies of the coaches, the athletes that were out there. It was a really well-played game, but in the end, Tates Creek just could not handle the pressure that Douglas put on them. And Tates Creek had a little, you know, they got a little frustrated with the referees, with Douglas, and then they got frustrated amongst themselves. So whenever that happens, that's when the game's going to turn in the wrong way, and that's what happened. But as I said last night, that's always a coaching moment. That's a moment you can stop the tape and say, here's what happened, here's why it happened, and we're not going to let it happen again.
That's exactly right. We're here starting the second half now. Frederick Douglass 36-27. As Rick just said, the boys from Frederick Douglass were victorious over Tates Creek last night. And now the girls are tango in it tonight. And Tates Creek, I guess, comes in a pretty good underdog, but, held their own in the first half, handled the pressure well, and trying to cut in, like you said, Rick, first few minutes here. Is this going to become a 15-point deficit or a 6-point deficit?
Yes, exactly. And both coaches are saying the same thing. They want to see this game turn in their direction, and especially Douglas. They want to put more pressure, more, and let's get the ball and let's go.
Tates Creek will inbounds the ball, no jump ball. You know, I know Dickie B always hated that.
Yeah, exactly right.
Creek has the basketball here on our end of the court. Left side around the perimeter. Look over to Bell, leading scorer. She'll cross-court it. Three-pointer on the way is no good. Rebound Harris, nice position, no good. Rebound Douglas.
Douglas came out in the zone there. Nice play by Douglas there. That's what they wanted. Get out quickly.
Yep, 38-27, full court pressure. Maxwell started that one for Douglas with the defensive rebound. He tried to hit a cutting Baker, no good. Douglas with the steal, though, back the other way. Goes Rhodes, no good. Got too far into the basket.
Yeah, that time she looked up and was too far under.
Creek back and gets it to Harris, top of the key, left side. Three-pointer is on the way, no good. And that's Darrington had it, loose ball.
Fighting for the ball.
Christian had it, but was out of bounds on the deck, so that'll stay with Creek.
Good hustle there. Just was not able to get rid of that ball before she rolled out of bounds, but good effort getting down on the floor for that one.
Bell will inbounds. Jackson, right corner. Over to Harris. Harris hands it to Bell, top of the key, they'll reset. 38-27, Douglas lead, 6:50 left in the third quarter.
Stuck there in a 2-3 or 2-1-2 zone defense here. See what Tates Creek can do.
Harris knocked away, looked for Potts, stolen by Christian, back the other way for an easy deuce, but missed it. Rebound Bell, overshot it a little bit.
Yeah, Douglas has missed a lot of layups tonight, and that one was just a wide open one.
Harris top, no good. Too strong in the three-pointer.
Good job there by Douglas.
Creek 3. It's too strong. Rebound, Douglas again.
Douglas needs to slow it down just a little bit here. Get their offense back underneath them. And, there we go. Made a bad pass.
By Potts. Good steal by Creek. Knocked away from her, out of bounds. Off her knee. Good defense.
Yeah, great defense. Great call by the referee. He saw it. That's exactly what happened. But Coach Moberly is not very pleased with his offense right now. That was a two-person pass, which I mean by that is it had to go through two people to get to the receiver and just was taken away by Tates Creek.
Good D there by Kate Baker from Douglas there, knocking it away. Douglas in the front court into Darrington. Back out looking. Yep, back out to Jackson. Now to Christian. She puts it up. No good. Darrington tries to save it. She was pushed by Harris out of bounds.
Nice hustle there. That's what you need with Darrington. That's one way, you can get, if you're not having a great offensive night, get more and more rebounds and then start putting that basketball back in.
6'1" junior. May grow some more. You never know. Rhodes, three-pointer on the way. Perfect. Under pressure, too.
So she had a foot on the line, called that one two. But again, we're back up to that 13-point, and this is almost the 5-minute mark, and this is what we talked about.
Danger time. I got a cutter. Nice play by Creek, though.
Good job. Way to look for Brianna Ruwine there.
Ruwine, nice way to run the court. Christian into Darrington. Turns on the right block, puts it up. No good, but is fouled. I think they got Harris again. Yeah. Or was that Jackson?
May have called that one. Harris, yep, sure is.
How many she got there? Just a second, all right.
I think it's just a second.
Hey, she's been very active, played the whole first half without committing a foul. Good credit to her. And Darrington nails the first free throw.
Sometimes the free throw going in is all you need to kind of open that basket back up for you. So let's be interested to see what happens after these free throws.
Darrington's second is also perfect. Nice touch from the 6'1" junior. The 1,000th point from Nia Rhodes, honoring her now.
Yeah, look at that. They were ready for it. Yeah, they were ready for it. So she's got a lot more points that she's going to score. But, yeah, that's very impressive. I'm glad they're stopping the game for her and going to get some pictures out here. And as you said, it's just a sophomore.
I think she's the favorite to be the all-time leading scorer in the history of this young school.
Yes. I was talking to Keith Elkins last night that in all my career of basketball, I'm not sure I scored 1,000 points, including church league and pickup and everything else. So just to have that, that's a special night. So they got fans up in the crowd with their 1,000-point shirts on that they just threw on right now. So big night for her.
Hands the poster to her mom in the stands. I think she saw
Dad's
some
up there.
She didn't realize some other surprise visitors.
Yeah, Dad's up there. Brothers are up there. What a great night for her.
And lead 42-27. That danger time, like we said, as Creek now with the pressure and breaks it, but down 42-27, 5 minutes left. That 3-minute period, like you said, that 9 went to 15. It didn't go to 6.
Right. That's what you want if you're Douglas.
Harris with it for Creek. Hands it off. Drives up and in. Nice play. Good. Again, Kaylee Potts has looked nice, had a nice game.
Yeah, and she, like you say, left-handed, but she knew. She kind of hesitated and then went and got that left-handed layup. Good job.
Into Darrington. Gives it over to Jackson, up and in. Nice two-man ball right there.
Nice pass by Darrington. That one, sometimes she may be a little too unselfish, but that was a nice one. And then Tates Creek with the throwaway. Those are the mistakes you can't make, really off-ball mistakes. You didn't even get across the midcourt and you threw the ball away. Not even a chance for a shot, and that's why this lead's ballooned up to 15.
Baker with it for Douglas. Left side to Rhodes. Three-pointer. Adds to her total.
1,003 at least.
At least. That's exactly
right.
right.
I'm not sure if she broke it with 1 or 2 over there, but, boy, nice shot by her. And this lead, this is exactly what Douglas wanted, and Tates Creek did not.
Swells to 18. Three-pointer on the way for Creek. No good. Rebound Darrington, and they're moving the ball. Jackson back the other way. Knocked away. Good job by Moody.
Yeah, good hustle there by Tates Creek. You're down 18. You still got to play the game. She did a good job getting back. But I'll tell you what, I'm not always right. You can ask my wife, but those first 3 minutes, that right now is the game changer.
That's what broadcasters have always said, right?
Yeah.
First 3 minutes of the second half.
Exactly.
Right?
To the first TV timeout in college, that's where the difference is.
Baker into Jackson. She'll put it up. No good. Rebound Darrington. They're going to get over the back on her, though.
Yeah, that one, her problem was if she just stayed straight up, she could have still got the ball, but she moved her hands down to grab the ball. So it's just one of those things. I've officiated enough to know that's what you watch for. And so, that was a good call. It was the correct call, but it didn't have to be that call.
Right. Impeded somebody's area, but,
yes.
But she's a half foot taller, so it didn't have to. Your natural competitive instincts, it's hard to catch yourself. Harris with it. Knocked away. Jackson on the touch foul.
I think that's a part of the game we don't talk enough about, and that's thinking the game. There's a lot to this basketball game other than just skill. You've got to think about the game. 2-3 passes ahead on defense, watching your backside. There's a lot of mental aspects to basketball.
No doubt about it. Jackson with it for Tates Creek. Top of the key. Moody for three. Rainbow jumper, no good. Too strong, knocked out of bounds. And back the other way to Douglas. 47-29. Douglas leads 3:14 left in the third quarter.
Tim, I thought you were going to get on the action there, but our cheerleader, she stole it from us.
Put me in, coach.
Yeah, exactly.
We're ready. We think we're ready to play. That's
right.
The difference, right?
Yes.
Rebound Creek on the three. Bell back the other way. Pulls up from 16, short. Good defense, try to save it. Moody's does save it to Harris. Up and in, Jackson, no good. Rebound, Baker and Douglas.
Here they come running.
It's Christian, she tried to save it, and she was out of bounds. Led her a little far.
Yeah, Baker, just a little far. I mean, with that, though, you can't get upset with her.
No.
That was the right play, just a touch too far. But, boy, Douglas is really starting to insert their will here.
No doubt about it. Malaya Jackson with it for Tates Creek. We're at left side to Moody. Back out to Harris and to Bell. 2:30 left. Nice cutter as Moody is fouled. Nice job by Moody.
Yeah, that's one thing. You got to stay in your offense. That's what Tates Creek did a good job of there. They have been patient tonight. I'm going to give them credit. They have not got caught in the game of running, but they're not able to stop Douglas at this point.
Right, that's right. Solid ball club. Coach Costner in her first season doing some big things.
And that's also a tough thing. Your first season, everyone's learning everyone's learning your system. So she'll build from this. So that you got to give a lot of credit to these girls because it's tough coming in with the first-year coach.
No question about it. Moody nails the first free throw. Second one is perfect as well. 47-31 now, cuts the lead to 16. Christian with it. Brings it up for Douglas.
Tates Creek staying in the zone defense.
Maxwell over to Baker. The floater from the corner is good. Nice play.
Nice play. She was flashing that baseline side to side and got that shot and hit that floater. Nice play.
Harris drives, left side, no good. Rebound, Nia Rhodes up to Jackson is good. That's Maxwell. Maya Maxwell for two.
Yeah, and right now, Tates Creek, they're starting to get tired, and that's what Douglas does to you. Even though you're not trying to run, you have to run back and guard them.
Yeah, don't play they don't go to their bench that much, so they've logged a lot of minutes already. Harris no good on the three. Back up and in, up no good on the rebound. Battle for Baker gets it for Douglas. 3-on-2. She'll keep it herself. The floater's no good. Knocked into Bell's hands. Creek with it, stolen though on the one-arm pass. Christian with it. Baker, top of the key three. No good, in and out.
All the way around.
Looked perfect, but it was not.
Did not go in.
Jackson with the rebound. Harris for Creek. Nice pump fake. Turnaround jumper. Nice, pretty shot there.
Great job.
Over Darrington.
Great job. Got Knowles in there now, and, she had blocked a shot early in the game, but it was a great play, like you said, just fake one way, turn a fall away jumper, and put it in the basket. Get an 18-point lead, but right now Tates Creek, they're tired.
They are. Coach Marberly for Douglas took this time out, but Creek doesn't mind it. I think we'll take it with them. 51-33, Douglas leads Creek. 1:10 left in the third quarter on Glycod.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The prescription pad is dedicated to your family's health.
You're tuned in to Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Welcome back. Douglas with a 51-33 lead. 1 minute left in the third quarter as Christian takes it to the rack and is fouled and will shoot two.
Yeah, good job there. She found that opening, went ahead and got to the basket there. Another foul on Ashton Harris. That's her third. Like you said, she did a great job in the first half not getting any fouls. So really 3 right now is not a problem.
Christian's first is good from the line. As you said, good free throw shooters on both teams tonight.
Yeah. One thing I have found is, and I can say this because I was a terrible free throw shooter, but girls tend to be much better pure free throw shooters than boys do.
And make the second one as well. You didn't jinx her that time.
No, I didn't. I tried to talk about myself and not her.
That's right. That's right.
I would jinx myself. So
Christian gets a sub. Substitution for Tates Creek. Harris gets her first breather of the game, I think. And she well-deserved break.
Right, and I think what they're thinking is play this minute, then you get a little bit of break at the quarter, and then get her back in. So
Moody with it. For Creek, it is stolen by Rhodes but knocked away. Couldn't keep it in bounds. Will stay with Tates Creek. Moody, left side. Bell will drive. Puts it up. The floater is good. And that's what you were saying. That's what they want. That aggressiveness is what they want to see.
Right, and that's what she needs to do, a lot more of that.
Baker for Douglas. Knocked out of bounds, will stay with the Stallions. 53-35. Douglas leads 40 seconds left in the third quarter at Tates Creek High School.
Yeah, Jada Bell, she could have that shot pretty much any time she wants it. She just has to want it more.
Yeah, she's got the speed to get to the rim. And nice three-pointer by Baker again. She's had a nice game.
She has had a very nice third quarter. She's really showed out and had a runner, hit a couple three-pointers. Nice quarter for her.
Bell left corner to Moody for three. The lefty up, no good. Knocked out of bounds by Baker. Will stay with Tates Creek.
Got 20.2 seconds right now. What Tates Creek does not want to do is have another turnover and give Douglas an easy one.
Now, interesting, you liked to inbounds the ball back in your day. The nice formation they had there, all four at top of the key. Three-pointer, no good. Remember, they stacked us in the Pee Wee ranks. We'd stack, all four of us stack and go different opposite directions.
That's right, and just So they're going to do kind of a modified stack way up high, but right now the clock is going with the count with the referee.
Potter inbounds to Bell, top of the key, 13 seconds. Right side. To Potts, left top of the key, Bell no good. Rebound Creek, puts it up and in.
Good job there, just came in the game.
Nice job by number 12, 56-37. Douglas leads after three, a well-played ball game. We'll be back with the fourth quarter here on Glycod.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The Prescription Pad is dedicated to your family's health.
You're tuned in to Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Start of the fourth quarter, 56-37. Douglas leads Tates Creek. Tim Rose here with Rick Reams, and a good ball game so far, Rick, as Douglas just poured it on in that third quarter, and it's going to be tough for Creek to get back in this one.
It is. It's going to be hard for them to come back because, first of all, that's not their game. But secondly, Douglas is not going to back off the way they play.
No.
They may even bring other players in, but they're going to play the same way. We saw that in the JV game. But that's what you want. If you're the coach, you want everyone to be able to play your system. And let's give credit to Brianna Trammell, who made that last shot. I mean, she came in, got the rebound, and put it back up in. She's another one that played a lot in the JV game for Tates Creek, but good job by her.
Yeah, good job. Well, good call, Rick. I like her confidence coming here in the varsity. She's averaging 0.7 points a game and already killed that number.
Exactly.
Baker for Douglas. Rhodes for three. And another adds 3 more to that 1,000-point mark.
Exactly. I tell you what, you said it right. She's going to have a lot of points before she gets out of here.
59-37, Douglas' largest lead of the game. Three-pointer 3 is up. No good, in and out for Creek. Rebound, Knowles, but stolen from her, put up again by Creek, no good. As Baker comes away with it and is fouled, I believe.
Yeah, she was. You know, that's one thing Knowles being an 8th grader, she'll learn, even on the defensive end, don't bring that ball down. Mm-mm. She got the defensive rebound, should have turned and then held it up high and threw it out. Instead, she dropped it down and got it taken away from her.
And she's at that tall and lanky build. Yes. She's going to get taller.
Yes,
no doubt about
exactly.
it. Yep. She has it right corner. She'll drive in, back up top to Baker. Baker, step away 3 is fouled and in. The banked 3 and the foul.
Good job by her. She just really has done a nice job getting open. But let's give credit to Knowles. She's the one that made the pass out to her. You know, the first time I talked to Coach Mobley, he talked about the fact that Knowles is having to grow up and play, and, man, that's going to pay dividends way on down the line, getting this much playing time and being dependent on as an 8th grader. A nice pass and a good 3 or 4 point play there by Douglas.
62-37, now stolen by Baker again, and she's had a whale of a second half. Puts it up, feeds a teammate up, no good, and foul.
Yeah, good job there by Douglas, keeping their hands moving and then getting out on that open break and trying to get it quickly there. For Reagan Gregonis, she's going to be at the free throw line. Nice left-handed player.
Another lefty.
Yeah.
Bottom of the net on that free throw, 63-37. Creek, a couple substitutions for them. Jackson and Rurween back in there.
Also always said, you know, you can tell if a free throw shooter is really good if she can hit free throws or he can hit free throws when they're tired.
Fourth quarter.
Yeah, because that just shows that you got the shot down.
Nailed another one, 64-37. Douglas, 7 minutes left. Jackson, left side to Moody. Top of the key to Bell. Man-to-man defense from Douglas. Try to feed overshot Moody. They're out of bounds. Go back to Douglas.
You know, the one thing you can watch with Knowles, and a lot of it, I think Douglas does this all the way, they switch every pick, so it doesn't matter. Everyone can guard everyone else. Knowles that time got picked and then guarded the small one and got the turnover there, so good job.
That's a good call. Rhodes, the 2, no good. Rebound Creek.
She shot it too close in.
I think so. She likes the 3 ball. She tried that initially and backed up. Good job by Potts once again having a nice game for Creek. Take it all the way.
Very impressive. I mean, she's small in stature, but boy, she is really a feisty player.
Feisty and fundamentally sound as Rhodes is tripped, and I think we'll shoot 2 on the drive to the basket. See if she was in the act of shooting or not. Yep.
Yeah, you give her 2 there.
63-39. Douglas leads, 6:22 left. First one is good.
Yeah, that's one thing that you have to learn playing basketball, that just because you're close at half doesn't mean anything.
No.
You got to keep on playing, and that's what they've seen right now, and Douglas has to think the same thing.
No doubt about it. Makes them both 65-39. Christian back in for Rhodes for Douglas.
Well, the coaches have their 1,000-point shirts on, too. So they were ready tonight.
They sure were. She got it quickly, that's for sure.
Did.
I don't know if she played any as an 8th grader or not.
I would guess she probably, watching the way she played, I would think so.
That used to not be allowed in Fayette County.
No, it was not.
I mean, Richie Farmer did it in 6th grade, I think, but
exactly.
Yep, they try to feed Potts there, knocked away, but Moody retains it for Creek. She goes out of bounds with the ball.
Yeah, I played junior high with Dirk Minifield. I was a 7th grader when she was a 9th grader at Morton, and he was not allowed to play up. And he was one of the few 6th grader or 7th graders that played 18 ball his whole career. But yeah, it was not allowed back then.
Douglas with it up 26. Timeout. Coach Mobberly, maybe some substitutions, wants to get in. 5:44 left, 65-39. Douglas leads Tates Creek. You're listening to Glycod.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The prescription pad is dedicated to your family's health.
You're tuned in to Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Welcome back to Tates Creek High School, 65-39. The Lady Stallions from Douglas winning over Tates Creek. 5:40 left in the ball game. As Douglas knocked away by Moody, stolen back the other way for the Commodores. She falls, and it is stolen by Douglas.
Good hustle there by Douglas.
Bennett there with it. She puts it up, no good. Nice tip from Christian. Very athletic play there. Did not come down with it, just a tip in the air, one-handed. That's how you used to do it, right?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I just flailed my arms, and maybe it would go in.
Got a Tates Creek timeout now as the lead swells to 28, 67-39. 5:11 left, and we'll keep it right here, Rick. Preview your next ball game? You're calling this weekend, right?
Yeah, I've got it's a doubleheader. West Jessamine at East Jessamine. Should be some really good games. West Jessamine again, their first-year head coach, the girls team. So they're in that learning process. I actually work with one of the mothers of the girls on the team. They love this coach. He's brought them together, but they still haven't had quite the results they want on the court yet, but they're getting better and better. And you know what? Rival games like that, this is still a rival game, but an East versus West Jessamine, throw the records out because you never know what's going to happen. That's what I'm excited about. The great thing about that game is both sides are going to be packed with students. And I think that's the great thing. Great atmosphere, so I think it's going to be a great game. But I wanted to mention the last time out, not this one, but the last one. Now, Coach Mulberly, for Douglas, he doesn't have all his starters in, but he saw something he didn't like. Stopped, called a timeout, brought those girls over because you know what? Those girls at some point in time, maybe not this year, but in the future, they're going to have to play for him. So he used that as a coaching moment, which I think is very, very smart on his part, as opposed to just saying, oh, well, they didn't do that. But, no, he called a timeout and had the writing marker board out.
Smart play because you're coaching for the future down the line
Yes.
this season. You're like, I don't care if we're up 25 points. Y'all are going to play the right way.
That's exactly
right. You're going to come
right.
over here and sit next to me.
Yep.
Up and in the other way goes Douglas. That was Bennett, Michaela Bennett. The lead goes up to 30, 69-39, 4:40 left. Moody, Bell over to Moody. Into Potts, left corner. Steps on the inline or
got a foul there.
Got a foul actually on Knowles.
One thing Knowles needs to realize when she's coming out to that, there's no need to jump there.
Right.
Come out and get down in your stance and play defense. But we talked about it. Potts again, a great play to get the foul on her.
Right. We have not seen Harris back inserted
No,
in
we
the Commodore
haven't.
lineup this quarter. Bell will drive. Looks for the teammate there and probably would have made that basket.
Again,
unselfish.
Too unselfish.
Yeah.
I mean, you hate to say that. You want her to make that pass, but you know what? She could have gone right in and had a layup.
She's a leading scorer at 10.5 a game, but definitely could get up there in that 16, 17-point range easily.
Yes, without a doubt.
Maxwell for Douglas. Into Knowles. Finds a cutter, Christian, and was too far on the feed, out of bounds.
Again, they're really coaching her up. They're coaching, telling these girls, hey, that's a good pass, but you got to make it a little bit earlier. Just doing a really good job with Douglas's players here.
Bell with the basketball. Left side to Moody. 4 minutes to play. Yeah, no love lost in that Battle of Jessamine, that's for sure.
Oh, no.
Right, big kiss, another bank shot from three, and that's Bell this time. We've had 3 of those tonight, haven't we?
If you're Tates Creek, you say that's how we shoot our threes. We bank them in, so,
It looks better in the scorebook than a miss, I'd tell you that much. The floater too strong. Rebound Douglas. Goes out of bounds, though, back to Creek.
Yeah.
Here comes Harris back.
Yeah, good job there, Harris. I think she was just exhausted. I mean, honestly, I think that's why they took her out and gave her a good blow. 3 minutes, 36 seconds. The odds are they're not going to come back and win this game. But, again, this is building for the future.
You're exactly right, Rick. Carly Craig is in the Douglas lineup now. Wanted to get her props. Three-pointer Moody, no good. For Creek, rebound Knowles for Douglas. Stolen by Jackson, but she steps on the inline, out of bounds.
And that's something Knowles will learn. You know, you got to look before you make that pass, but she'll learn that. But, you know, the thing I love about, in these games like this, me being a bench player a lot in my career, I think it's so important to get these kids in. They practice every day. They come every day. They help you out. Let them get in these varsity games and play, and that's what these teams are doing now.
Like to see Jackson there. Coach Coster noticed that she still hustled down 30 a moment ago.
Yes.
There, and she notices that for sure. But, yeah, you always want to see the backup quarterbacks in, too.
Yes, that's right.
The leaner in for Douglas. That was Bennett. But, yeah, a lot of times you're up, somebody's up 40 at half, and they wait till 2 minutes to put the backup quarterback in. You're like, why?
Yeah.
But,
well, and I think the thing is, when I coached, I always thought of the fact there could be an injury on down the road.
Yeah.
I may have to play someone in meaningful minutes, and if they hadn't been out there in, other than 30 seconds left in the game, that's not going to do you any good. They're going to play 3 or 4 minutes right now, and that's what Tates Creek's done. They've pulled theirs. They've got their JV team in, but they should. They have practiced hard for this, and they deserve to play in this game.
That's right. Bell got another backup in for Creek. We'll get numbers here in a moment if we can. Put up, no good. Followed by Moody, no good. She's a battler, like her grit.
Yes.
Top of the key. Right corner 3 is on the way, no good. Rebound Creek again, puts up partially blocked. And that is a rebound by Douglas. Maxwell with the block and rebound. Douglas will drive, puts it up and in.
Nice play there.
Extends the lead 73-42. Moody will bring it up. Nice play for Tates Creek. That is Ruween again. Had a few buckets. Nice player tonight. It's about the only, Moody and her, and then a few backups in.
Yeah.
Maxwell with it. Bennett for Douglas. 73-44. Minute 35 left. A floater. No good. Rebound Knowles. Back out. Bennett walked with it. She faked to drive, shuffled the feet.
Good call there by the referee. I'm trying my best to get some of these names, so they deserve to be named, but I'm having trouble finding them.
I got Rebecca Filizaire with Douglas, a 5'5 sophomore, number 25 has checked in.
Chloe Bird is number 52 for Tates Creek.
And who's 32?
I can't find her on the
32. Maybe just got promoted. She looks young. Jennifer Zachman. Jennifer Zachman listed as a senior, number 32 there. Forward for Tates Creek is in.
And that's important. We want to get their names on the broadcast because they deserve it too.
No doubt about it. You work hard every day. Jasleen Potter there on the line. Had a big JV game. Had a couple buckets tonight in the varsity game, and she misses the free throws. Rebound Douglas. Right side. Nice cutter. But fumbled the ball out of bounds. Tates Creek back to them with a minute 11 left.
We talked about it at halftime. This was a game, and we talked about what's going to happen in the second half. And unfortunately for Tates Creek, Douglas has been able to just inflict their will on Tates Creek, and Tates Creek has not been able to handle it.
Too much firepower.
Yes.
Bennett traveled with the ball. Tates Creek basketball. Minute 8 left, down 73-44. Moody will bring it up. No backcourt pressure at this juncture with the lead. Left side to Potter. Potter trying to drive. Slips. Gets it away in time. Moody, the 3-ball. And the lefty's perfect on it.
Nice shot there. Kind of an unorthodox shot, but you can't complain with those results.
I heard that a time or two. So, boy, it's ugly. It brings down rain, but every now and then it goes in.
Exactly right.
73-47. And they're going to hold the ball now out, I think. 30 seconds left.
Yeah, Coach Mobley, he's not set down this whole game. He is still coaching. Going to flan it out.
Shooting a 3 from the corner. It's good. Yeah, it looks like he can still hoop a little. He probably does.
Yeah, I think so. Put that ball up.
But
Oh,
no
sorry.
good.
Good shot.
Creek, at least you make an effort, though.
That's exactly right.
10 seconds. And that'll be it. They're going to dribble this one out as Moody. Bennett for Douglas, and that'll do it. 76-47. Douglas victorious over Tates Creek at Tates Creek High School on Glycod. We'll be back in a couple moments with the recap in the finale here at Tates Creek.
New teen drivers are at greater risk for car crashes, particularly at night and during the first few months without adult supervision. Checkpoints is a free 1-hour educational program held monthly at the Jessamine Career and Technology Center in Nicholasville. It will help you help your teen be safer when they become a new independent driver. For more details, including program incentives and how to register, visit the Jessamine County Health Department's website at jessaminehealth.org.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
Looking for new ways to connect with your customer? Did you know that local grassroots marketing is the most effective? For a successful economic approach, email info@glycod.com or call 502-551-5027.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and iGive rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Family owned and operated since 1946, Thomas Car Wash has specialized in making Louisville cars look fresh and clean. Co-owned by 2006 Mill graduate Alex Thomas, Thomas Car Wash has 4 convenient locations, including their newly renovated one at 5321 Preston Highway, just a mile down from Mail. Additional locations include 6511 Preston Highway, 4139 Bardstown Road, and one at the intersection of Hurstbourne Parkway and Taylorsville Road. From full service to express washes to detailing and towel drying, wash local with Thomas Car Wash.
You're tuned in to Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Welcome back to Tates Creek High School, where the Lady Stallions from Frederick Douglass were victorious over Tates Creek 76-47. Tim Rose here with Rick Reams and Jackson Miller. And Rick, it was a battle of wills and who would be able to impose their will. Didn't happen for that first half, but early in that third quarter, that critical segment, like you said, the first 3 minutes, Douglas imposed their will and again and again.
Yeah, and just Tates Creek unfortunately had no answer to it. Now, if you're Tates Creek, you look at that first half and you say we can build on that. If you're Douglas, you look at the first half and you say, okay, we let them stay in the game, but you got to be proud of your team for second half, coming out and just inflicting your will on them, going ahead, making them have a lot of turnovers, run up and down the court, easy baskets, and press all over the court. Douglas did what they wanted to do better in the second half than Tates Creek could withstand it as they did in the first half.
But yeah, Tates Creek has some pieces, and as we said, the Potts kid only an eighth player as well.
Yeah, and that's the thing about this game. Right now, for both these teams, you don't have a lot of seniors. I think Douglas has one senior that plays a lot, and now with Tates Creek, Jada Bell is a senior. But we talked about her. Tates Creek really needs to get her to be less nice with the ball, be a little more selfish with the ball. They can build on that. But again, these games are where you learn these things. And this is building up to March. I mean, that's what you're doing. You lose this game, you're frustrated. But what Tates Creek can say is, hey, Douglas did this twice to Henry Clay last year and then lost in the district tournament. So things can happen, but you got to build on every loss. You got to learn something from it, and you can't get too cocky on a win. You got to keep on learning, keep on trying.
That's exactly right. We're going to take our final timeout and come back with our players of the game for Douglas and Tates Creek. You're listening to Glycod here. And we'll be back with our players of the game.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Anderson Apothecary, the cure for the common drugstore. Anderson Apothecary, just across the street from the high school on Highway 127.
Community strong, serving Lawrenceburg for 20 years, Century Bank is Anderson County's locally owned bank. With a full suite of deposit, loan, and online products, plus a knowledgeable, friendly staff, Century makes everyday banking simple. Located at 201 West Woodford Street with online banking at centurybankky.com. Century Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Family owned and operated since 1946, Thomas Car Wash has specialized in making Louisville cars look fresh and clean. Co-owned by 2006 Mill graduate Alex Thomas, Thomas Car Wash has 4 convenient locations, including their newly renovated one at 5321 Preston Highway, just a mile down from Mail. Additional locations include 6511 Preston Highway, 4139 Bardstown Road, and one at the intersection of Hurstbourne Parkway and Taylorsville Road. From full service to express washes to detailing and towel drying, wash local with Thomas Car Wash.
Want to replace your old, rotted, and drafty windows? What would your house look like with the newest and high-quality windows on the market? With just one call to Metro Windows, you can choose from a great selection of aluminum-clad, vinyl, and rot-free windows at an affordable price. And Metro Windows can also replace just the glass and failed windows, too. Their installers are Oldham County residents that take pride in their work and craftsmanship. Metro Windows has been locally owned for over 30 years and is the proud carrier of the Windsor window line. Give Metro Windows a call today at 222-7828. That's 222-7828 Metro Windows.
Hi, I'm Glenn Downs, pharmacist and owner of the Prescription Pad in Nicholasville. We are an independent community pharmacy that provides personalized service. We offer free home delivery, medication compliance packaging, compounding, and home medical equipment. Getting your medications from us means no need to wait in line or on the phone for minutes. Visit us at 465 Keene Center Drive in the Keene Shops in Nicholasville or by phone at 859-887-2841. The Prescription Pad is dedicated to your family's health.
You're tuned in to Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
Welcome back to Tates Creek High School, where the Lady Stallions from Frederick Douglass were victorious 76-47 over Tates Creek tonight. Rick Reams, and now it's time for our players of the game.
Yeah, you know, both teams had a lot of players that did some good things, but I think you got to go to 2 players, one on each team, that really kind of set the bar high for their teams. We talked about it. We didn't realize until after the game that Kaylee Potts is just an 8th grader. It's on our stats. I don't know why I didn't look at it, but we're going to give her the player of the game for Tates Creek. She did a really good job. You said sound. And at 8th grade, to face this pressure, do the things she did, no doubt she is. And then you're going to have to give it to Nia Rhodes getting 1,000 points for the sophomore. I mean, you've got to give her the player of the game. And, you know, she hit, 2 or 3 three-pointers after she got those 1,000 points. So she's on her way to 2,000. With her, there's no telling how high she can go. Her ceiling is unbelievable at this point.
Oh, yeah. She's her envelopes, her mailbox is being stuffed in text messages from college coaches all the time.
Absolutely, and she's one to watch. You know, they got a lot of players to watch. They talked about, you know, Ayanna Darrington being a Miss Basketball candidate. Well, I think we saw another one tonight. They have Knowles, who's an 8th grader. So this program is just on the way up. Coach Marbley talked about it. He wants that X on their back. He wants to be the team that everyone wants to beat. And right now, from what I've seen in the city, they are that team.
Yeah, like you said, when the football team wins a championship, and the boys have done well in basketball, and there's a lot of these coaches at these schools, they tease each other this little competition. Hey, we're all winning titles and going to state. How about you?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You got to keep up with the Joneses.
That's exactly right. Have a high standard of all your teams for sure. Well, for Jackson Miller, doing a great job as always, a great engineer, best one in the land. Rick Reams, Tim Rose saying good night, everybody, where Frederick Douglass was victorious over Tates Creek 76-47. Good night, everybody.
You've been watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcast, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation.